What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a review of Resident Evil 8 Village. I completed it about it's probably about 5 days ago or something like that. I really loved this game. I thought it was a great Resident Evil game. It was a fantastic sequel to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I really liked all the characters in it. I liked the gameplay. It was a beautiful game, absolutely beautiful game on the Xbox Series X. I even played it on the Xbox One X and it ran flawlessly on there. So the only little hiccup that I had in the entire game was a section in Lady Dimitrescu's castle, where you go outside the castle and you're shooting these like gargoyle like creatures, and there was one just kind of stuck in the floor. You could see its wings flapping around. That was the only real issue that I had in the game, that I seen in the game. But it ran absolutely beautiful on both systems, the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. So they really did their work on this game. They released it in good order, without too many issues with it. Like I said, that's the only little bug that I had in it. It didn't affect the game at all, although I just really wanted to shoot that thing, but I couldn't get to it. But other than that, I had no bugs or lagging or anything like that on either system, and it looked absolutely beautiful on both of those systems. So I'm sure on the PlayStation that it looked fantastic as well, and on PC I've seen some people playing it on PC and it looked really good. Now I did notice that I was watching Markiplier play the game, and he was having a lot of lagging issues on his PC, and I think he has a really nice PC, so I'm not sure what was going on there, but he would get a lot of lagging on there. But I got zero lag on either one of my systems, so kudos for him on that, on Capcom, for putting out a completed game, which is refreshing this day and age for a big game like that to come out. That there's probably going to be some spoilers in here if you haven't played the game. Just to let you know, I'm gonna mention things that happen. It's not going to be a real long review here. I just I just really want to give kudos to the developers on this game. All the characters were really cool. They split it up into different sections, so it wasn't the same thing over and over again. Although the one thing I really wish was that the Lady Dimitrescu section with the castle was a longer part of the game. I believe it's the biggest part, as far as the 4 different sub bosses that you encounter in the game. Basically you have Mother Miranda. She is the big head honcho. She's the big meanie in the game. And then you got Lady Dimitrescu, you got Benevento, Moro, and Heisenberg. Now Heisenberg, the way they advertise the game, everything that I've seen on it, this, the giant lady that everybody was talking about, Lady Dimitrescu, was gonna be like the big character in the game. Like, she was the main focus, when in fact in the game she's the first one that you take out, other than her daughters. She's the first one that you take out. But it was such a cool section of the game. The castle was absolutely beautiful. Going through the castle, through the dungeon parts of the castle, the outside of the castle. So it would have been great to almost see an entire game just built around that aspect of the game. But I do appreciate how big this game was, that they had, after you finish that, there were 3 more sections before you went to the main boss battle with Mother Miranda. I did like the Dimitrescu part the best. The Benevento section, that's that creepy doll that you see, and the lady, she controls these dolls as part of her powers, and that was the creepy part of the game. I don't know if you've seen anything on it with the big ugly baby chasing you through the halls, but that was a really cool part of the game, very creepy. You come in and there's this female doll like laid out on this tape like a mannequin, like a giant marionette, really. The mouth moves and stuff, because you gotta like figure out, it's Resident Evil has kind of like puzzles almost, where you got to do this to get to get to that. They're not hard puzzles. This is not a puzzle game where you have to use your brain hard to figure out puzzles, but they're just like steps that you got to do that makes you go down this hallway or go to that hallway and go in this room and search this room so you can find the key or find the piece that hooks into the door and all of that to move on. So the Benevento section, also very cool. There's the part where you're waiting on that elevator and that big ugly baby's coming at you and you're just like, oh my god, come on, open. Very intense, very very great part of the game with darkness and all of that. So crawling down a well and you're like, oh my god, what am I getting myself into here? So great part of the game. The Moreau part was good too. Not as good as I would say. The Moreau part was my least favorite out of those 4 sections of the game. The Heisenberg part was cool, going through the factory, different levels of the factory. That was a good one. I really liked Heisenberg. Now Heisenberg, was actually kind of the big toughie that you had to get through before you go to Mother Miranda. He was the last part of the game. He was trying to, he basically kind of let you live, because he wanted to team up with you to take out Mother Miranda. But of course you don't do that, in the game. So you end up having to take out Heisenberg. I like the way he talked. Who is that? I'm not sure who the voice actor is of Heisenberg, but anyways, he's got a really cool sounding voice. I like the way he talks. I like his powers. He's like Magneto, really, where he controls everything that's metal. So pretty cool battle with him too. You get to drive this tank thing that you fight him with. Pretty neat battle. None of the battles were exceptionally hard. Now I did play this on the standard mode. I didn't play this on the super difficult mode or anything. The section where you're playing, you play as Chris. Spoiler alert: when Ethan gets his heart ripped out by Miranda, then you play a section as Chris, and you have to. Then you get the good gun. And you're like, then you're blasting these guys. Now you're getting a lot harder. Of course, that's the way it works. The better the gun, the harder the baddies are that come at you. So then you get the good gun and you're fighting those guys. So that was a cool battle too, because you just keep getting these waves of these monsters coming at you, and you're blasting them away and picking up ammo. Really good. This game is super action packed, so that's what I like about this one over Resident Evil 7. Now I played Resident Evil 7 on the PlayStation 4 with the VR, so I really liked that one. That was such an awesome way to play that game. If you didn't play that on PlayStation 4 with a VR, you missed out on an experience, man, because that game was more on creepy, scary, backwood Hicks kind of, wrong turn, U-turn movie kind of feel to it. And when you immersed yourself in the PlayStation 4 and you were looking around corners, you were really in it. That was awesome. So I really liked Resident Evil 7 with the VR. But I thought this was a great sequel to it. So, and to find out, okay, you find out that Ethan is actually dead, and that's why he keeps healing so well that you can't really kill him. They chop his arm off and he just reconnects it and everything works, pours that fluid on it and everything works again. They answer that in here on why he keeps being able to just regenerate and come back like that, because he's dead and he's all fungus, pretty much that same fungus that took over everybody in Resident Evil 7 and in this game. So that sucks for him and his family, and he rescues Rose. Some a little sadness at the end there. He gives himself up so that they can all get away, and then at the end of the game, it says this is the end of the father's story, but it ends kind of odd. Like they're taken off to head straight to another mission at the end, but then it goes forward like I don't know if it said how many years. I don't think it said how many years, but it goes all the way in Rose, his daughter, the baby that you're trying to find in this game, is now what appears to be a teenager, maybe 16, 17 or something like that. She's a young adult teenager in that area. And a little tender moment, she's visiting his grave, and then it goes on. I think it's kind of leading you on that the next one, Resident Evil 9, is going to be about Rose, where you're going to be, because she's pretty powerful in this, at the end of this. That's why they wanted her so bad. Mother Miranda wanted her so bad, because she's extremely powerful. She's a little fungus baby, I guess. She's basically Princess Toadstool. And but it leads you at the end to see that she's got a lot of powers, and the company, Chris and them are I guess they're testing her abilities, so she's with them at the end. And so it leads you to believe that Resident Evil 9 is going to be something about her, since it said it was the end of the fathers. Plus, they've had two where you played as the male character in a row, so they'll probably have one where you're playing your main character is going to be the female. I'm guessing you're going to be Rose in Resident Evil 9 is my prediction. But anyways, if I had to rank this one, I would put it right up there is one of my favorites. I thought it was interesting. I thought they did a little something different with it. I like the what was his name again? The guy that sells you everything. He's the big huge guy in the wagon. I thought it was neat how he just kind of pops up everywhere. He's inside the castle. Everywhere you go, he's there, so you can buy stuff from him. And then they explain it away by they had no way of explaining how that's possible. So basically they have Ethan ask him who is he and where he come from, and he's basically says even he doesn't know that. So kudos to the developers for just explaining it away that way by not explaining it, because I mean they had, I guess they had no real answers to how he's there, but he's a cool character. I really liked him a lot. Gave you a lot of money for different things to help you out. So, and he helps you at the end a little bit. So, anyways, the like I said, the boss battles in this game aren't overly difficult, but there's a lot to this game. I spent around 15 hours on the game myself. A lot of people have beat it in 8 hours, 10 hours. I put 15 hours into it because I was really searching everything, trying to find all the little things to finish up. I didn't get everything, but I'll probably go back and do another playthrough through it and see if I can get most all the little side mission things in the game. And that's about it. I really like the game. If you haven't played it yet, go out, pick it up, or order it online like most people do nowadays. Just download it and play it. You won't feel like you wasted your money on this one. It's a good game. It's a long game. It's got a lot to it. Worth the money. Definitely worth the money. So yeah, I would give this one. I would give this one like a B. I'd give it a B. A B for sure. And the whole series, I'd put it up there. I think it's a fantastic game. But anyways, like I said, check it out. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. I'm thechewysolo, and this is Black and Red. See ya.